Over immersion, we got to learn about the marine wildlife ecosystem in the Pacific Northwest. We learned about how marine wildlife depend on each other and how we affect it. We learned about tiny plankton at the Marine Wildlife Center and about huge sea lions at the Macaw Tribe ports. We even got to do our own part in helping the environment and the wildlife when we went on a hike at Rialto Beach. The largest animal in the food chain in the Pacific Northwest is the orca whale, otherwise known as the killer whale. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see any with our own eyes, but we still got to learn about them and how they're hunted. We got the opportunity to watch sea lions at the docks on the Macaw Reservation. One of the reasons the sea lions were so close inland is because once they are farther out at sea, they are hunted by larger animals for food. One of those animals is the killer whale. My favorite part was watching and learning about the male sea lions' dominant natures. The larger sea lions would try knocking each other off the docks into the water to show who was boss. It was really funny. Earlier in the week, we had visited the Marine Science Center. There, we learned about different types of plankton. There are two main categories of plankton: the plant-like plankton, which is called phytoplankton, and the more animal-like plankton, which is called zooplankton. What I found interesting was that even though most plankton can't be seen by the human eye, certain larger sea life, such as squids, are categorized as plankton, specifically plankton. These squids are part of a sea lion's diet. I felt like a real scientist when we got to pull out microscopes and look at the smaller plankton up close. It was a really cool experience. Also, we got to see other awesome marine wildlife, such as starfish, anemone, and even an octopus. Looking back, all the different places we went to helped me understand how all the sea life in the Pacific Northwest connect together. The large orcas, who depend on the barking sea lions for sustenance. The sea lions, who eat things such as squid, which are a type of plankton. Even though all these different marine wildlife don't seem so similar at first, they really are all interconnected. Right outside of the Marine Wildlife Center, we had our first encounter with the seagulls. They flew right up to us, and I'm not gonna lie, I screamed a little. Although my initial experience with the seagulls may not have been the best, when we visited Rialto Beach a few days later, not only did we get to hike in the sand, we also got to see the hole-in-the-wall rock formation. On the way, we picked up all the garbage and small pieces of plastic we found. I was so surprised and let down to see how much garbage there was just on our small stretch of beach. We learned that all this garbage is very dangerous for the birds, especially seagulls, because they get their food from the oceans and beaches. They see small pieces of plastic or mesh and think it's food. They'll eat it and it'll get stuck in their stomachs, since the plastic is too hard to digest. When there's too much plastic in their stomachs, they'll end up dying because of it. Now, I wasn't so scared of the seagulls anymore. I just felt bad for them. Even though I was upset to find out about all the bad effects the humans are having on our sea life and the ocean, I was really happy that I got to make a good impact on the world, and hopefully I might have saved a couple of lives.